The Greater Johannesburg Learners Transport Organisation has instructed all of its drivers to suspend Scara transport services today. And it follows a transport operation on Thursday that saw more than 60 vehicles impounded and 4 drivers arrested for offences including overloading and unroadworthy vehicles. The crackdown comes after the deaths of 14 pupils in Monday's crash when a minibus taxi collided with an oncoming truck. Scara Mafokoane was at that enforcement operation yesterday and joins us now again for the latest from that location in Lenasia in Johannesburg. Scara, good morning.
Good morning, Iman, and I think we'll be gearing ourselves for a showdown. Look in your visuals, Iman, and as I ask my colleague Mto to pan from the left going towards the right-hand side, a heavy police presence here in Lenasia. This was a scene 24 hours ago, Iman, of that operation that took place where over 60 vehicles were impounded and 4 people arrested. And it would seem the operators have heeded that call from their organizations, calling on them to down tools today. Minutes ago, Iman, you will not see those operators because they are behind us, but we will get a chance to go there later on. They're starting to gather. They've left their cars parked at a distance and they're gathering at an open field. But this is the police presence, reinforced police presence, I must say. Perhaps, Iman, because we saw there are posters and there was media releases from associations belonging to the organizations which manage the Scara transport in and around the Greater Johannesburg area, Iman. They're heeding this call. They're saying they have down tools for today only. But, however, if their colleagues, 4 of them who were arrested yesterday, are not released, if the cars that were impounded and taken to a holding area in Benoni are not released, Iman, this protest, this downing of tools will continue. But how does it affect the schools, Iman? I've had a chance to walk around and look around in the cars that are passing here. So far, Iman, I haven't seen students being transported. And this, where we are, it's almost closer to the schools that are in Lenasia. In actual fact, about a kilometer rather from where I am, there are 2 schools which some of this Scara transport ferry students through. So far we haven't seen, however, we have seen some students walking to school. But, Iman, will bring you more updates in a short while once we have gathered. I was on the line earlier with one of the leaders of the associations who is leaving Soweto and coming here, Iman. They will address the members who are starting to gather. And I hear sirens in front of me. This looks like it is a principal. We're told that the MEC of Transport in the Gauteng area will be in the area. And I'll ask my colleague Mto to try and move with me, Iman, and show you these vehicles. They are state vehicles, so in actual fact, it is the MEC of Transport. I had a glance in the car and I saw her, and we'll get a comment from her because the outcry from some of these operators, they've put the blame squarely at her department, saying the Department of Transport in the Gauteng province, Iman, is refusing to give them permits. And she was here with the minister yesterday conducting that operation. So in a short while, Iman, once she has got out of the vehicle, we will try to go and speak to her, and she'll give us an update as to what is going to happen and her presence here in Lenasia, Iman.
All right, Scara, thank you very much for that. And as you say, some of the organizations will be joining you there. We'll get some answers, but we will be talking in this hour as well to Bongani Ndlovu, who is with the Greater Gauteng Learners Transport Organisation, about that Scara transport blitz. We'll talk about their demands and what they plan to do going forward. I mean, we saw some of the confiscated and impounded vehicles yesterday. Some of them had ottomans inside. Some of them were certainly not in a state to be transporting anyone, let alone children. Back with Scara and the team later.